I'm Lillian Mondra-Hughes. I'm the homelessness and mental health care reporter for The Oregonian. Despite over $1 billion spent on shelter, outreach, and housing for people who are homeless in the last 5 years, the rate of homelessness in Portland continues to rise. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why? Why are we spending $1 billion and nothing is happening? Why are we giving out all these services and it's not working? And how many people are homeless on Portland streets? One of the reasons it's so hard to figure out how many people are homeless at any given time is because it is very hard to collect information from people who don't have an address. There are several ways of doing it. There's every other year survey that is a federally mandated requirement to receive federal funding for homeless services. That's something that all 3 Portland metro area counties participate in. It's called the point in time count. The most recent one happened this January 2025, and the numbers came out last week. So those numbers show that in the entire Portland metro area, there are about 12,000 people experiencing homelessness. Everybody involved in that count says that is an undercount. It is part of the nature of the way that counting is done. As of March 2025, more than 15,000 people were considered to be homeless in Multnomah County alone. So this gives you an idea of how much of an undercount the federally required survey is, because that survey included Clackamas County and Washington County as well, and still came up with a number that was lower than the number that we think is the real number of people in Multnomah County who are homeless. The main number one reason is the cost of living. It is getting so expensive here that fewer and fewer families can afford to continue to make rent. Evictions have risen, especially after the protections, after the pandemic went away. People often say, they write into me and they say, well, what about mental health? What about addiction? Absolutely, those things are contributors. But what I've also learned covering this beat is that often mental health problems and addiction issues spiral even further when somebody is out on the street. There are people who are sober, they're in some level of recovery, they're managing their mental illness, and they're housed. And when that housing falls away, all of the problems come rushing back. It is true that all 3 counties are providing a lot of services for a lot of people. It is also true that it is not enough. The root causes of homelessness have not been addressed by these services, and people are continuing to fall into homelessness. For more details on how many people are homeless in the Portland area and how those people are counted, you can click on the link in the bio and read our story on OregonLive.com.